Welcome to Two Girls, Big Cups podcast, where we sip and spill on all things tumblers and so much more. Grab your big cup, join us for Tumbler Talk, pop culture chats, and those juicy conversations you've been itching to have. Cheers!
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Two Girls, Big Cups podcast. I am Kelly Burns from Burns Boutique, and with me is Christina Smith from The Cup Smith. And we have another great episode today. We're going to be doing what? We got a little unboxing from Glamour Tribe. Yes. Got a new Am I the Asshole story for you guys. A little bit of Tumbler Talk, little true confessions. Yes. Lots of fun stuff for today. And my most excited thing to talk about is that Christina's going to be here in a week.
By the time this airs,
she will be here.
There.
I am so excited.
Also, I got to say this. Perfect shirt that you were wearing, because our last episode we talked about.
That's why I wore it.
Phantoms.
But what's funny is I almost put on my own merch, which...
Shut up.
You were wearing. I almost wore it.
Kelly.
I almost wore it. We would have been matching.
That's funny. I haven't worn this one for a long time. My wardrobe consists of gray or black or like tealish.
You have all those tie-dyes though too.
But like in the dark realm. Yep. And then so like last year or two, I started to venture out in like a little bit more colorful in the tie-dye. Solely inspired by Kelly. She would wear them on. I'm like, oh, I like that. I could wear that. I could rock that. So I started to get some of those. And that's as far as like my color has really ventured out. Sometimes I wear like orange, even though I don't like orange, but it's like in the fall, like jewel tone orange. That's as far as I go. But then my like overthinking brain is like, you look like a pumpkin, so don't wear that.
My wardrobe is like all Harry Potter clothes right now. Because like, as some people know, I lost a lot of weight last year. And so none of my clothes fit anymore. And so I gave a bunch of those tie-dyes that I had to use, all the ones that you were inspired by, you own now. But like I had to rebuild a new wardrobe. And I'm like, what do people wear now? Like, I have no, like, I don't know style anymore.
Yes, me too.
All I've worn for the last, 8 some years probably was like t-shirts, just like boring it's all, I didn't feel comfortable in anything.
Because I bet you you were the same with me. It was like maternity clothes. And then it was crafting clothes. And then it was like, and then it was like pandemic stuff.
Yeah.
Also ventured into like the crafting clothes too.
Right.
And now it's like, I don't know what to wear.
I don't either.
So many years. It's like.
Right. And it's, like when it's time to like actually go out for something, I'm like, okay, well, it's a date night. Like I can't wear a Tri-Wizard Cup shirt or like.
Right?
I mean, I could, but I'm like, I'm looking at all these like more like fashionable clothes, and I'm like, is this good? No, I don't know. I don't know style anymore. I feel so lost.
Like I'll look at like I'll just like when I'm like shopping, online or whatever, and I'll look at the model and I'll be like, I don't know if I can wear that.
I have learned like with Amazon, I'll go to the review section and look at those pictures because I'm like, okay, that's women with real bodies. Like, 100%. How does that fit on someone with a real body? Like a woman's figure who's had children and that kind of thing. Like, because that's what I want to see. So I've been going to that and I'll look at those pictures to see how the fit like actually is.
Oh yes, I never buy anything without reading the review.
Yeah, for sure.
Ever. Well, yeah. Tell us what you wear, what you do, or like where do you like to shop?
That's the thing. I don't know where to shop anymore either.
I don't either.
It's like back the last time I wore fashionable clothing, like that was in my like 20s. Right. Can I still shop at those stores? Am I allowed?
Well,
is that clothing too young for me now? Like, I don't know.
And like some of those places don't exist anymore.
Right.
So my default is like I'll go to Amazon and
Same.
or like Kohl's.
Same.
Like,
Pretty much the
I
same.
want to get some nicer stuff, but I don't know.
I know. I'm the same.
Tell us where you shop. Give us some ideas. Give us some
Yes.
good tips where to go. We're struggling. Maybe that's what we should do. We should go shopping.
Just go shopping when you're.
Yes. We should.
That's what we should do. Just shop for some nice clothes.
Yes. And then, if it's depressing, then we'll just have some great salad.
There we go. I like that plan. Well, Christina, what cup do you have today?
Well, you haven't seen this one
I
yet.
have not seen it yet.
How do you know you haven't seen it yet?
Oh, well, I meant like on camera. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I've taken sips in front of,
Ah, okay. No, but you haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen it ever. Well, you saw me working on it, but you've never seen it at this stage. We made these together on a live in the Glitter Guy group.
Ooh, your watermelon.
Yes. So we sculpted on Little Tipsies in the Glitter Guy group. So you can go and check the Glitter Guy group and follow along with the tutorial. Not really tutorial, but and we got done with like the sculpting part, and then that's as far as you saw. Kelly painted hers, and I think, is yours finished or is it just at the painted part?
Do I ever finish anything?
I know that's
so. I have it still painted, and I have seeds on one side, but I haven't done the seeds.
I did the same thing.
I honestly might just epoxy it.
And then I said I was going to glitter mine. So I glittered mine, and that's what you haven't seen. And yours is red. Mine's like pink.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute!
And then the other side, I didn't put seeds on.
That's adorable. I love that. I like the pink.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's super cute.
But I think I'm going to put seeds on the back.
Yeah, I'm like, I really need to put seeds on the back. I just haven't done it.
It's a little weird. But yeah, here's my cup of the day. Tell us about your cup of the day.
My cup of the day was made by Mayramakesit. She gave me this at our Tulsa event that we went to last year.
Yes, the Tulsa put on by Two Moms Craft Shack.
Yes. I might have choked up a little when I got it. I'm like, it's so beautiful.
You did. I was there. And I think I took video of when you got that.
No, you got video of me meeting her, I believe.
Okay. Which you also choked up.
Because everyone knew I was spazzing out about meeting Mayra for the first time.
She is such a wonderful, like, welcoming soul. Like, there are those types of people that just love everybody and just have like just the warmest, heartwarming like soul. And like when you meet those type of people, like they just love everybody and you're just like, yeah, she's that type of person.
Yep. I think I even said, I was like, I just got more affection from Mayra in this one weekend that I think I've gotten from my husband in a week. Because she's just so like lovey touchy. And it was
yeah, she's like
she just makes you feel happy and good. She is just the kindest person.
She is. Just her presence is just like a warm fuzzy, warm hug.
And she's funny as hell.
Yeah, it's hilarious. She is. Check Mayra out if you don't know who the heck we are talking about. Check her out. Mayra Makes It on all the socials. She also has like amazing glitter too. And Kelly has a code for
as of last night. I do.
Kelly has a code for it. So we have Kelly's socials linked in the description. So make sure to check out her code if you were looking for some really pretty glitter too.
And she has an amazing mentorship group as well.
Yes. Yeah. So, should we go to Tumbler Talk?
Tumbler Talk. We need a voice for that. Tumbler Talk. Big dramatic intro.
Tumbler Talk.
Tumbler Talk.
Tumbler Talk or Tumbler Time? I feel like we call it both.
I call it Tumbler Talk.
Okay, I do too.
I don't think I've ever heard you say Tumbler Time until right now.
Okay, well then in my brain I was like, wait. It's Tumbler Talk. Should we do that or should we do Am I the Asshole?
Oh, we could do Tumbler Talk first.
All right, let's do Tumbler Talk.
We'll just let you do the intro on that. Gotta have like you need the echo at the end. Tumbler Talk, talk.
That's it. Maybe add some sound effects.
Right.
Kelly had a great idea for Tumbler Talk this week, which is true confessions.
Yeah.
What horribly embarrassing thing, I mean, it doesn't have to be horribly embarrassing, but did you do wrong in the beginning of your Tumbler making journey?
Yes.
Like epoxying without gloves before you knew, or using spray paint on clay before you knew better. What did you do? Confession time. Yes. You go first because I gotta think.
Me, I definitely didn't know about like the toxic fumes of epoxy in the beginning. So I didn't know to wear a respirator or to like block your vents and that kind of stuff. So I was just straight up epoxying, and I was using like a very cheap or low quality epoxy at the time. And about 6 months into making tumblers, I got chemical pneumonia.
Yep.
And definitely learned after that.
Yeah.
And in my, nowadays when I'm epoxying, it's like I epoxy maybe once a week, and it's like 2 cups. Like it's very minimal too. But back then I was doing 2D cups.
Yeah.
So lots of glitter stuff. So I was having like 10 cups going at a time sometimes. So there was a lot of epoxying going on in this tiny room with no ventilation and no respirator and all that. And that's what that led to.
Yeah.
So I learned the hard way. But
yeah,
that's my big one because of what it resulted in, you know?
Yeah. And your dogs too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I know I did that. I know I did not have a respirator in the beginning. I think
that's one of the things a lot of people don't know better in the beginning.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of people make that mistake in the beginning.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I know that I had a mask pretty quickly, but it was like an N95 or something, it wasn't like the right type of mask. And it was like, oh, I need something with better protection. But I didn't get pneumonia like you did, chemical pneumonia like you did. It sounds absolutely horrific to me.
I'd never had pneumonia ever in my whole life. That's how I was like, this has got to be something with my epoxy. Like this was a new thing. Didn't know anybody that was sick around me. Like it only made sense. And actually it was my boss was the one that was like, she's the one that brought up the epoxy. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that was not fun. That was not fun.
I bet not. How long were you sick for?
Dude, I think I missed like probably close to a full week of work. I pushed myself to go back. Even like when I still wasn't feeling that great. But it lingered for a bit.
Yeah, I bet.
Just feeling kind of hoarse and tight and all that. That lingered for at least a few weeks.
Yeah, it takes a while for those lung tissues to repair, even in a healthy young person as yourself. So yeah, I can imagine. I had pneumonia every year when I was a kid. So,
really?
Yeah, pneumonia and bronchitis. Like it would alternate. Like I get pneumonia and then I get bronchitis, and then I get pneumonia and then I get bronchitis.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not fun.
Yep. I mean, I made a lot of technique mistakes too.
I do and did. One that I will never forget and like never make, I feel like, is sanding under water slide.
Yeah,
like sanding it and then putting it over and then like thinking like, oh, it'll disappear when I put a box on top of it. Nope, those lines stay there, and then you're like, crap. I was like, well, what do? Do you like sand the whole like decal out that you're just out that you just laid down, and like I don't remember what I did. I mean, that was a long time ago, but that's a mistake you only make once because you can see those lines.
Yeah. One of my very, very, very early on cups, which luckily went to a friend, but I think I just maybe in the beginning, because like all of my like footballs and foam things were all like perfectly new. My first few tumblers were clean on the inside. Like they were just clean on the inside. It was fine. So just got to send them off. But then by the time I did one for a friend, they weren't so clean anymore. And I totally got some epoxy on the inside of that cup. And like, you know, I'm using the X-Acto to like pop it out, but there's like the thin layers of, you know, and I was not in a lot of Facebook groups and I wasn't exploring all the, you know, Tumblr world to really truly learn. I was just figuring a lot of it out on my own. And I may or may not have sanded it off.
The sanded what off?
On the inside.
Oh. Like the metal?
Yeah, like the inside, I took like a little sander to try to get it off because I didn't know to use acetone or essential oils or magic eraser or, you know, citrus strip or all these different things you can use. I didn't know how to I knew how to pop off big chunks.
Got it.
But I didn't know how to.
You just sanded it off. You're like, oh, here's some stuff. I'll just sand it off.
Sorry, Natalie. I love you. It's like, luckily that was for a friend. But she probably didn't even notice. She's probably like, wait, what? And she's looking right now.
Yeah, right. That's probably not the worst thing.
Yeah, there's some sand marks in that cup.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing. But that reminds me too, like I definitely didn't know about that in the beginning about like having a nice clean rim. Like I have a couple of cups that I made in the very beginning that the rim is bumpy and like I did not know about that until, you know, learning about that from Jessica Flynn. I remember watching a Flynn about how she would sand it and make that, you know, tells you why you do that so you can get epoxy adhesion and stuff. So if you're a beginner, go check out Jessica Flynn. She's got a good Tumblr beginner stuff, info, tutorials on her YouTube page. Because that's where I learned that. And I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Her ombre tutorial is the only thing that ever worked for me. Like her technique of coming up high and like angling and doing all of that and everything.
The glitter stuff or the bigger, chunkier glitter fur. Like,
yeah, that's the only thing that's ever worked for me.
Yes. The way she like moves her hand when she's like sprinkling, I'm always like, how do you do that? Like I feel like my arm and wrist and whatever doesn't move the way she does, but she's been doing it for years. So
I honestly love watching other creators glitter and then watching myself glitter because like I look like a spaz and they're just so like delicate, like, and it just looks like beautiful, like the way they're, and I'm like, it's called a shaker. Shake it out.
Yes.
And I wonder why my room has glitter all over the place.
Yep. And I always took the like lid off and like she explained like why you don't do that and you can control the flow and blah blah blah. And like, I was like, oh. That's why mine dumps out super fast.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
So yeah.
But yes, what mistakes did you guys make in the beginning? Let us know in the comments because I'm sure we all did. We all made silly mistakes and
continue to
know better. So give us your true confessions.
Yes. True confessions.
Am I the asshole?
Yes, thank you. I'm like, okay. I know there's something else.
All right.
Read us that. Am I the asshole? It is time for our Am I the asshole? If you have an Am I the asshole small business story, send it to our email, our Instagram page, whatever. It will remain completely anonymous. Yeah. And we will discuss.
All right.
This
what?
This one is from Reddit.
Yes, this was from Reddit, and it was within the last year, so this one's a little bit newer. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my wife nobody cares about her small business? My wife, 27 female, owns an Etsy shop where she sells handmade jewelry. She has some real talent, and the jewelry she sells is genuinely very nice and high quality. She gets a surprising amount of sales on there too and has great reviews. The issue is that everywhere we go, every conversation she has, she slips in something about her shop and tries to promote it. Talking to a friend, she'll casually mention a big sale she made or a custom order she got, and not very subtly mention that she'd give her friend a coupon or something similar. Talking to our waiter, she'll mention that she has a pair of earrings in her shop that would complement their eyes. Talking to someone online, she'll somehow manage to say, as the owner of a small business, she literally cannot have a conversation anywhere with anyone without trying to sell them her jewelry. The other day was a family member's birthday, and they were having a decently sized get together with just other family members and a few close friends. I went with my wife, and she's a pretty social person, even outside of promoting her shop. So she was quickly making conversations with my family. Of course, not 5 minutes later, she was showing someone the bracelet she had on that she made and mentioning that she sells them and talking about how since they were family, she would happily give them a 25% discount. She probably had the exact same conversation with at least 5 people during the 2 hours we were there. As soon as we left, I spoke to her and said she needs to quit doing that. I told her if people were actually interested, they would ask her about her store, but not every single person she talks to wants or needs to hear about her art. She got upset and said that she just wants to spread her product and doesn't see what she's doing is wrong and hasn't spoken to me much since. I feel like I'm the asshole since I will admit I had a pretty harsh tone and could have been a lot nicer during that conversation. Plus, I get she's just trying to sell her products, even if it's obnoxious. Am I the asshole? What are your thoughts, Christina?
I think they're both. I don't feel like this is like a cut and dry one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like the other ones we've talked about, it's been like cut and dry. Like,
right.
Yes, you're the asshole. No, you're not the asshole. I feel like this one is like, you're kind of both. Like, if you're going to talk to somebody about something that's bothering you, do it tactfully. Be nice about it. Express your concerns. Communicate with them in a nice, concerning way. Obviously, this is something that has been bothering the husband for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he did it in a terrible way, and he knows that he did it in a terrible way. He should have done it a better way. He did it in an asshole way.
Yep.
Don't sell your stuff at the restaurant is how right. Is at work. They're just trying to get through their shift, their day. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't want somebody trying to sell them stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how I feel like that person is probably in the wrong on that part. I feel like good for her for like getting out there and like trying to like sell her stuff. I personally, am not the type of person that can do that. Like, I'm the type of person where I'm like, oh, just holding my thing, waiting for somebody to say something. If they say something, I'll be like, oh, I made this. Yeah, I make these. And this is the information if you ask about it. If you don't ask about it, I'm not going to say anything. That's me. Because I have social anxiety, like I can't be like, oh, this cup would look so good with you, and this is your vibe, you need this, and I will give you a coupon if you would be interested in buying it. Like, I can't do that. If somebody else can do that, good for them. But if it works for them, good for them is how I feel like. I also feel like, though, you got to be aware of where you are and who your audience is. Like, you can't be doing that everywhere all the freaking time.
And that's what it sounds like she's doing. That's where, like, I feel like he's right. I think he's right, but I think his delivery was just, you're an asshole. Like, the delivery, the approach. I mean, like you said, he knows. I think he knows. But I do agree with him. Like, and I do the same thing as you, where it's like, I would rather just take what I have made to a gathering and just, oh yeah, how are the kids? Mm-hmm. And just chat and show it. Like, and that's where it's like, yeah, we have functional art, so that's kind of easy too. But wear your jewelry to these events. And when someone goes, oh my God, that bracelet's so beautiful. Where did you? Oh, I actually make them. Yeah. I have an Etsy site here. Do you want a card? I'll give you let them bring it up, because otherwise it just feels pushy. And when it's like family and friends, like, that's uncomfortable. Like, if I have someone making and selling things, like, even like that's like, it's kind of has a multi-level marketing feel when you're pushy like that, you know. I don't like that pushy sales stuff, you know.
I don't either. And it feels like it's being shoved down your throat. And especially if
you feel pressured or
a baby shower or something, like, lady, I love you. You're my aunt or whoever. You know? Just want to see the baby, or
right, yeah, like, or maybe they just want to hear about your vacation and they don't want to, you know, like, I think it's one thing to, like, if they're just like, oh, how have you been? Oh, I've been great, just, you know, real busy, I've had so many orders. Like, you bring it up in a different way. You don't just go, look at this bracelet I made, I'll give you a discount. Like, that's pushy. And it sounds like she's being pushy.
It does
based on the way he's described it.
Right.
It was just something she snuck into conversation. Like, when someone just wants to know about her life and she's like, yeah, I've been so busy with all these orders, and what do you know, and then it comes up more organically. So it doesn't feel like you're trying to push a sale on somebody. You're just trying to talk about your life because it's a part of your life. Like, that's a different, and I think more better approach.
Yes. It sounds like she needs a little more, like, tact, maybe is the right word. And needs to, like, rein it in a little.
Yeah, just a different strategy to go about bringing it up or getting the word out or things like that.
Right. I mean, like I said, I feel like good for her that she's able to do that, because I'm not the type of person who can do that, but she's doing a little too much.
Yeah.
Especially if it's putting a strain on your relationship too with your spouse. Then it's too much, you know, then you can't, then it's affecting, you know, your personal life, and you can't do that. I don't know. Did you read the comments at all?
I did not. I always forget to do that. Let's look.
So I read some of the comments, and let me grab. So I read one of them, and the husband brought up, because some of the questions were like, does she do this to the same people all the time? And he said that, yep. It's like always the same people, like she's going up to the same people, giving the same type of spiel.
Yeah, that's too much then. I mean, if you're constantly going to the same person and being like, hey, I'll give it, hey, like, that's pushy and it makes people uncomfortable, and it's going to push them in the opposite direction. Like,
and he said that he can tell that people are starting to get uncomfortable, and he's worried that now he won't be invited, or that it's going to start, you know, that they won't be invited to certain family functions because of how she is.
I wouldn't blame him for thinking that.
Yes. And people in the comments too did bring up the same thing about the MLM thing, that it feels like that, even though
and that's, if you've ever had family or friends really try to push that stuff on you, like, it's annoying and it's really uncomfortable, you know, because you want to be supportive of, like, your friends and your family, but sometimes it's maybe something that you're just straight up not interested in. Maybe they don't like the style of your jewelry. It's just not their taste. Like, you're not big on wearing earrings. So if she's pushing earrings on you, you're gonna be like, okay, I don't even like earrings. Like, stop. Like, it's gonna be annoying, you know? So I definitely think she's a little blinded by what she's trying to do and not seeing people's reactions.
Yeah.
Like, maybe she's not reading the room and picking up on someone just being like, so anyways, like, you know, like, people might be trying to steer the conversation and she may not be picking up on it, or, you know.
That's what happens, is he can see that people are being like that, and she's just completely blinder to that fact that people are not picking it up. But also, me personally, I do not like selling to my family members.
Yeah. they're definitely, and that's the thing. And we've talked about this before, the different Am I the Asshole story about just like mixing business and pleasure, like mixing business and friendships and family and, you know, that kind of stuff. Like it can sometimes not go well, or it can, you know, cause strains on it. So some people don't like to buy from family members or from friends or things like that because they're afraid. What if I don't like it? Am I going to hurt their feelings? Or what if something goes wrong? You know, some people just don't. Like they just don't, you know.
Do I do it? Yep, I do. Do I appreciate it? Absolutely. I appreciate every single person.
Absolutely.
However, I prefer to sell to strangers.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a complaint or whatever, if they don't like it, whatever, then I can just be like, bye, I will never see you again. We don't have to talk ever again. But if some reason they're not happy with, you know, whatever,
Yep.
and then I have to see them at every single family function,
Yep.
no.
Yeah, I just skimmed the comments a little bit, and yeah, there were some that were just kind of like what we said was like, could your delivery have been better? Probably, but no, you're not the asshole because yeah, they all kind of agree. It's like you can't just shove that down people's throats.
Sounded like.
Yeah, so it's like you got to learn to read your audience, and if they're not feeling what you're saying, just move on. Like,
I mean, I
I
respect her hustle and that she's able to
absolutely
do that. She's just got to change it a little bit.
Right. Let it come up more organically.
Right time, right place, right environment.
Yep. Work it into a conversation. If somebody like asks about just like how things have been lately. Oh, I've been so like there's ways you can kind of go there and test the water a little bit. And if you see they're not okay, you just back off without being pushy. Like, you know.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody hates coming up to a salesman and whatever, you know, like.
Yeah. So I have a no soliciting sign outside my house.
I need to make one because every time a solicitor comes to the door, I'm like, I need to make a sign.
Oh yeah, it's done wonders. And then I don't have to feel like such a jerk when I'm like, hey, there's a sign, bro, go. Like
I am the dumbass and I'm like, oh, my husband makes those decisions and he's not home. And then I'm like, I just told them that I'm home alone or that my
Christina.
And like, I was so dumb. And like one time, the dumbest thing was like, I was like, oh, my husband's in Cleveland. He's not gonna be home for like 3 days. So, and I was like, that was so dumb.
That was dumb.
I can't believe I did that. I was like, why did I tell them the truth?
Oh my gosh.
But I was like,
as soon as those words come out, you're like, no.
Yep.
Oh man. It's helped us a lot because I'll see people skip our house and
good.
You know, like when they're going, they come up, they see the sign, they go back. And
we had somebody, the same person, come to our door the same day, like 4 times.
Jesus.
We were, I think we were my son's baseball tournament, but I watched her on the Ring doorbell. Same person come 4 times the same day. And I was like, we are not home.
Yeah. I just got us a sign off Amazon.
I thought about that, but I was like, I want something kind of cute. And I was gonna put like cut out like a cricket decal because we have one of those like side light things right by our like doorbell. And so I was just gonna like put some vinyl there.
Ours is like a metal sign, and it's like actually like on our stairway. So if you start to go up the steps, it'll be like right there, and you'll see in a week. But it's like a funny one that's like, we already know who we're voting for. We found Jesus. Unless you have packages or Girl Scout cookies, go away. Like it's one of those like funny ones.
I've seen that one. I've seen that one because I thought about getting that one because I was like, am I gonna make one? Probably not. Maybe I will order it after this.
Like $10.
Yeah. Okay. Or did you have any more?
Oh, that was it for that story. I do have a little Glamour Tribe unboxing to go. Yeah.
Unboxing, unless you had any more comments, because I want to see what you got from Glamour Tribe from Susanna.
Yes, so Susanna is now starting a new glam box.
Nice. So tell me about the glam box.
Okay, so there are 3 different options.
Okay.
You can get the full glam, which is the 3 decals, 10 vinyls, 2 glitters. And I think it said the July one is supposed to have some foils as well. So that's the full glam. The light glam has the 10 is what I have, which I'll go through. And then the mini glam is just the vinyls, no glitter, no decal or anything else. Okay. They are not reoccurring. Okay, that's what I thought. So it's not a subscription box. It's you can get 1 box at a time. So there's no reoccurring payments or anything like that. It's just new box each month. So right now you can pre-order the July one.
Okay, so that's
and
nice.
Again, you can, yeah, I like that. It's so you can just kind of.
And if you have not checked out her website,
oh my God,
there are an insane amount of different vinyls.
Yes. Dude, she has the best.
So many choices.
Such unique designs. Yes. You cannot use discounts. You cannot use discount codes on the box because it's already discounted. It's basically pre-discounted. So you can't use any discount codes there. But if you explore her other vinyls or anything like that, I do have a code. So we'll put all the links and stuff below. But we're going to go through the light version of the glam box. So 3 decals. So these are clear cast decals.
Oh, that's cute. I saw your unboxing on social, and I scrolled past it quick because I wanted to see it. It's
funny. It's a nice little
really like that
summer vibes.
Go back. You're too close. I mean,
I can't see.
Here comes the sun. Okay.
Like I can't see.
Really cute. I like that one.
She has just like such unique prints.
I like that one. So before she started doing this, she had a tutorial group, and I was in that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. She makes just the most beautiful cups.
That's cute.
That is cute.
I like this one. I like the tie-dye.
Yeah. That's funny because we were talking about tie-dye.
I know, we were talking about tie-dyes.
Ooh, I like that color. She has such a wonderful artistic eye.
She does. I love these types because I feel like I see a lot of people somehow create this sort of look on just regular tumblers by doing this, like by layering and doing. And I'm like, how? Like, I'll look at those cups. I'm like, okay, is that foil? Okay, and then they print it. Like, I can't decipher how they do it, and there's no way I ever could. So I love that. Because then I'm like, I can just slap that on and be done.
Right. Those people are like, dang it, I did all that work.
Right.
Ooh, I really like that one.
I do too.
Show that one again. I like that one. I like those colors. Ooh, that one might be my favorite.
I like this one too. Yeah, she has a lot that just have these like layered designs kind of thing to them. Like you can see, okay, there's like this light blue teal thing back, and then there's this over this, and there's this, like there's like layers to it. I love it. This one's got a nice little specialty vinyl.
I like that.
So it's all like very color coordinated together really well. So those are the 10.
Stripes I like a lot too. The colors, you know.
That would they all coordinate together well.
With either of those that summer one. Is that the same colors? And then
all of them are. Like all of these. See these? I'll show you these again. So yeah, see they're all kind of same color scheme. Yep. Kind of like that coral with the teal blue. So yeah, it all goes together really nice.
Beautiful.
But that's her very first one.
That's her first glam box? Oh, cool.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It's her very first one. So we'll link below. Go check her out. Go check out her glam box. But
go check out her group too.
It's amazing. Yes.
Link her group in the description as well. Okay. Yes. Thank you for sharing that with us. That was awesome. Course. It was awesome. And if you buy anything from there and you want a discount, use Kelly's code, which we will have. All right, guys. Well, Shri, I just struck out.
Well, we have planning to do. You're gonna be
planning?
here in a week. You're gonna be here in a week.
I'm like, what are we planning?
All the things.
A week tomorrow.
I know.
Yep.
It came up fast.
It did, but it's also like, hurry up.
I know. And my son is super excited for Trixie's arrival.
Sorry.
I have to tell that story. So I guess my son was talking to my husband yesterday, and he went to say something about Christina, and he called her Trixie. So from now on, I will be introducing Christina on this podcast as Trixie. Trixie Smith.
I wonder if I can change my name.
No, they changed your name. I don't know where he got that from. Like, I say your name all the time.
I changed it.
Dead. Oh gosh, that's so funny. I'm so excited. We're gonna do all the things. We're gonna film an episode while you're here.
For sure.
Do some crafting. Do our drag brunch or something along those lines.
You know what? We've talked about this before, and I just thought of this. We've talked about starting a Facebook page.
Oh yeah.
So like advertise when a episode drops and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that, and then we could do a live episode.
Ooh.
You're like,
That would be cool.
Or we could just, go live.
Oh, we'll probably go live a bunch.
Yeah. So something to think about. We could make a cup with vinyl. You're like,
I'm more like, are we really gonna make a cup? Anytime we get together and we think we're gonna craft,
we could wrap a cup with vinyl.
Because Kelly needs a lesson on that.
I can show you some tips. You know what? This is the biggest tip I have for you.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm getting pulled by my phone. You need one of these giant fuckers. Hey, we have the same exact one. Okay. Here we go.
Shout out to Hopefully Created. We'll link them too. She also has vinyls.
I just got some from her yesterday.
I got that on my last order. I was like, I need one of those big ones.
I didn't get very many, but when I saw you posted this, I was like, sold. It's The Office.
Oh, nice.
I had to get it because of my camera's backwards. Prison Mike.
That's funny.
But he has. If you're looking for the trademark stuff, Hopefully Created. I don't know if she wants that advertised, but
yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, I did that.
Sorry if you didn't want that advertised, but okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what else? What else are we doing?
Well, you're here.
Yeah,
we're getting tattoos.
I was wondering if you were going to say that.
We're getting tattoos. We have a couple other non-Tumbler crafts we're gonna do. we're gonna make some content, and we've got like a bunch of sound saved, which means we're gonna do like 2. Because that's how that always goes. We have a list. We always have a list, and then we get like one of them done.
But we're always together for like 3 days. This time we're together for 7.
Yes, we get a whole week.
Did you take the whole day off when I come the first day?
Do what?
Did you take the whole day off when I come?
I'm a half day that day.
Okay.
So I'll be able to pick you up on time.
Okay. Oh, I get to come to the new airport.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like
pretty nice.
2 weeks away from closing the last time I came.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything was shut down when I came the last time. It was like a skeleton airport.
Yeah. It's really nice. I mean, it looks like your average airport. Like, because we didn't used to look like your average airport. It was like, you walked in, there's the gates, and you just go straight to your one and you're in. Like, that's it. It was like super small.
It was really
now it looks like your standard airport with all the restaurants and all the
it was pretty interesting the first time I came to your old airport. Like, oh,
like the door's right there.
Like, this is security? Like, you could have like thrown something over the like wall.
Probably could have.
It was like just a partition.
Yep. No, now it's like your normal airport where it's like you have your security and then you're in the whole thing with all the places and the shops and the, because it before was like there's like whatever gate you were at or terminal area you're at, there's like maybe one restaurant, a little snack place, and then like one little shop that just had like Kansas City souvenir stuff, and that'd be like it.
I think the couple of times I've been there, everything was closed.
Yeah, or a bunch of stuff will be closed depending on what time it is.
Yep. Because the last time was because the airport was closing in 2 weeks. And then the time of day or whatever. But
yeah, much nicer now.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yep. I'm so excited.
Our airport always like wins awards, which I find interesting. It's like best airport in the country, and I'm like, really? I mean, I guess it's a nice airport, but I don't know. It's an airport.
I promise I'll see it someday. It's my turn next to come to you.
when you do, like, you'll be like, oh, we're landing already? It's a really quick flight.
Yeah.
It is. It's like 45 minutes. It's really fast.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, should we wrap it up?
Sure.
You're like, I don't know.
At least I don't know what else to talk about.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you next time. We had fun talking to you this time. Give us some ideas for any topics you want to see. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell, follow us on YouTube, or you can also check us out on Spotify as well. Or, check us out next time. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Cheers.